Did you know that over 12 million people in the United States are currently wearing braces, Invisalign, or other teeth straighteners? After teeth straightening treatments are completed, people turn to retainers to help maintain their perfect and expensive smiles. A retainer is an oral device used to prevent your teeth from shifting back to their natural position. Retainers clip onto your teeth and secure them together to keep the teeth in their current position and are typically worn at night. Users who skip wearing retainers increase the risk of their teeth shifting back to their natural position and ruining their perfectly crafted smiles. Today, we'll be showcasing how SportingSmiles makes their Essix Plus custom retainers. After receiving the do-it-yourself impressions from the customer, the impressions are checked in, disinfected, and checked for quality by a lab technician. The impressions are then taken to a 3D scanner, where a laser beam will scan the impressions on an axis. The lab tech uses an advanced software program to select which parts of the impressions he needs to have scanned. After completing the scanning process, the 3D digital models are sent to the 3D printer to be created in a 3D resin. If the selection of the impression is inaccurate, it will result in a poor and imprecise dental model. After selecting which parts are to be created, the dental models are then created by a laser in the 3D resin in about 2 hours. The dental models are then removed from the 3D printer and dipped into an alcohol wash to rinse any excess resin. The vibrating pulses will shake loose any of the sticky resin. If the excess resin remains, the dental models may become less accurate. After a thorough examination, the dental models are placed inside a curing unit. This machine will target the models with a light wave that is the same wavelength of the laser in the 3D printer. The curing unit hits sections on the models that the 3D printer may have missed. This process hardens the models, making them ready for lab work. The next step in the process can be completed using 2 different machines. SportingSmiles uses a thermoforming machine versus a vacuum machine, which are seen as old and outdated. The vacuum machine sucks down instead of pushing down. With the thermoforming machine, it pushes the Essix material down, making a tighter, more accurate fit for the retainer. The tech will place a blank Essix material sheet down and heat it up to over 400 degrees before pressing down and forming around the dental models. If the thermoforming machine is overheated, small bubbles can form in the retainers, rendering them useless. After the retainers are pressed, a lab tech will then use industrial scissors to perform a rough trim around the retainer before taking it to his workstation. The lab tech will begin the process of trimming the retainer with a micromotor hand tool by attaching a cutoff wheel to get the general shape of the retainer. A rough burr will be placed on the micromotor to remove large amounts of material. Now that the retainer is close to its final form, the lab tech will place a polishing burr to coarse the retainer. Finally, a fine polishing burr will be used for an extra smooth finish on the retainer. Lastly, the retainer is re-cleaned, scrubbed, and disinfected before being placed in a processing bin to be shipped back to the customer.